Bandai Namco might be making a new Katamari game. Activision are using AI again to market a fake Guitar Hero game, and Secret Mode becomes independent publisher. All of that on the TripleJump Gaming News. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
It's Tuesday, not Monday.
Not Monday.
Wasn't much going on yesterday.
No, decided against doing a news video because
Yeah.
we thought we'll wait. We'll wait until we see when the big news happens. Also, there's no Peter today.
Well,
He's on his way, but it
it
takes him a while to get here because
He's so small.
legs are so small.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's us two on the news today. Good morning, Ashton.
Good morning, Ben.
You excited to talk about news? I say that every time, don't I? And I know the answer.
And I always am.
It's yes.
Yes.
We'll kick off though with the potential new Katamari game.
Yes.
So we haven't had a new Katamari game for a long time. I believe the last one may have been Touch My Katamari, which was a 2011 Vita game. I think it was a launch title as well, actually. And since then, we've had various mobile games and re-releases, but we haven't had anything specifically new. It is a little controversial, however, because this would potentially be, well, it would be without the series creator, Keita Takahashi. He didn't believe that there should be any more.
No, he made the first one and was like, it's perfect. And they were like, can you make a second one? And he was like, if I have to. And then he left the studio.
Yeah.
But yeah, this comes after a recently filed trademark. So on February 27th, they filed a trademark patent for Once Upon a Katamari with the European Union Intellectual Property Office, and it's still apparently under examination. So this could be the first entirely new console game in 15 years, so it's quite a big deal if it is a new one. The first game obviously came out in 2004, so this is a very long-running series. 18 more have come out since, but most of them have been rehashes or mobile phone content. But people love the Katamari series, that being Katamari Damacy, of course. But I wonder if, it would make sense for there to be a new game. It's been so long, and it is kind of, I would say, like the perfect Switch game.
I would be inclined to agree. It's such a weird, like by design, very weird game. The king of all cosmos is just a strange,
He's been on a drunken
man.
bender and destroyed everything, and you have to put everything on your Katamari. It's very odd.
And you roll around and you stick things through to you, and that's really fun actually, doing that. And like dogs and people, it's just so bizarre. I think actually the creator of this went off and did Nobi Nobi Boy, which was a PS3 a PSN game, and that was so bizarre. I have no idea. Like, I played that game a lot and I had no idea what I was doing in it. You just make a big snake thing and you eat things, and then people can ride on you, and then you try and stretch to the different planets. It's so bizarre. I would like to see more Katamari. I mean, obviously it's going to be a shame if he is not involved in it, but I mean, I feel like winning formula might not be the right turn of phrase, but like it's a format that people like and is replicable, and it's a shame that there isn't any new Katamari stuff. So it would be nice to see. Yeah,
when 2023's We Love Katamari and Royal Reverie was announced, it had like some variations from its predecessors, but was very much a remaster of 2018's We Love Katamari Reroll, which is. It's good, and the people were looking at that as like, hey, maybe this is a sign that we're getting a new one. So maybe this is the kind of beginnings of us seeing a new Katamari game from Bandai Namco. Will it be as good? The other ones that have come out since Takahashi left haven't had as much of a positive audience reception as the original ones, but we'll see if this even ever comes to fruition, or if it's just another mobile game. Could very much just be another mobile.
Could be another mobile game. Fingers crossed. It's a full-bodied game. We will see. Well.
Oh my God.
Let's talk about this weird thing.
This is so weird. So Activision, you may remember, last week were forced to admit that they've been using generative AI in a lot of their Call of Duty kind of assets.
I saw it in my Call of Duty game over the weekend, the six-fingered Father Christmas zombie. Yeah.
But they are using AI again, and it's really bad AI, actively terrible looking AI, to promote a different game, Guitar Hero Mobile.
I can't wait to play Guitar Hero Mobile, Ashton.
You're going to be waiting a long time because it's not even real.
It's a generative AI advert for a fake game.
From Activision. This isn't just like, someone has just fishing for like your information. This is from Activision on their Instagram account, and it's not just Guitar Hero Mobile. They've also made fake AI adverts for games called Call of Duty Zombies mobile game, Call of Duty Sniper, and Crash Bandicoot Brawl. None of which are real games. They're all just fake games.
If you click I would like to play this, it takes you to a survey that asks how much would you like to play. So this is some sort of marketing thing.
To see
it's a research
I guess
thing.
it's to see if AI adverts can be used for them. But the only reason people are clicking on them are because they're like, this can't be real. Is this a scam?
Yeah, this looks like one of those fake mobile games that's just stolen the name.
It's awful. It looks terrible. People were saying like, is this like Mid-Journey version 1? Like it's not even like up-to-date AI. Like it's like, I'll give you a little brief description of what it looks like. I'll put a picture up here so you can see some of it. The ad features 4 guitar players on the stage, not as vocalist, not a drummer in sight, with like weirdly blobby guitars. Then there's a bunch of speakers behind them that just look weird and wrong and like washing machines. And then you've got some more blobby microphones around. You've got an audience of people who have too many legs. And then I think probably the worst thing about it in terms of like, this is your game, what the hell? The Guitar Hero coloured bars are wrong. They're not the right colours. Some of the blobs are in the wrong coloured like lane. It looks awful.
And they're swirly, some of them. They're not even solid things. Yeah, so it's clearly they're trying to determine if using AI advertising will work, but perhaps also they want to know if people would be interested in these kinds of games. But it's just so, not only is it a horrible look, but also I feel like it does damage to those brands as well. It's like, this is what the new, for example, Crash Bandicoot is going to look like, to the layperson. Like, that looks awful. I'm not clicking on that. Rubbish. Really weird.
Yeah, I know that like the Facebook kind of space is very much not as AI savvy as I think other platforms are. Like my mum will send me the most insane AI thing and I'll be like, Mum, that's clearly not real. But I think that this is such a bad look. Like Activision is the absolute pits right now when it comes to like their use of AI. And I'm not going to get into it again because I'll rant off again about how I feel about AI. But like, at least if you're going to make it AI, at least do it subtly, I guess. Like, this is just awful.
It's bad. It's really bad. It's like a one prompt, that'll do.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
Make me a Guitar Hero game.
Yeah.
And that's it.
It's just the fact it's not even real is the funniest bit. Like, why did it? It's so weird.
It's so weird.
It's really, really
bizarre. It reminds me of that like news story we did a little while ago of that like football game that was coming out that had like AI assets of it, and it was called like Mario's Kickers or something. It was like a Mario All-Stars knockoff. And then it was like, you actually click on it and it was this horrible game. It's kind of what I thought we were going to get, but no, it's just not real even a little bit.
It's not even real. When you click it, it does go to, or if you search it, you find, bless you, a website called Geek Lab, which is a user acquisition and insight company that allows publishers to create look-alike store pages for mobile games in order to test user interest. So it may well be that, realistically, given their track record, Activision probably doesn't care that AI was used here. But realistically, what might have happened is they've just given Geek Lab the thumbs up to say, do some user testing, and they're the ones who have actually put together these horrible adverts.
Yeah, so if you see an advert for any of those games, don't even bother clicking on
They're not real. But do send them to your mum because she will be excited and she will believe that they are real.
The only one that you can actually like access through Activision's Instagram page is the Guitar Hero one. The rest are out there as ads, but you can't actually like directly get to them. It's just the guitar one. But
so if you find one, it's like getting a prize in your cereal. Yeah, you never know. Good luck. Good luck catching them all.
Well, now on something that I think is nice and positive. Secret Mode, who are a publisher of a lot of really, really great games, including Still Wakes the Deep, A Little to the Left. They have been sold out from underneath Sumo Group and are now their own independent publisher, which is lovely.
It is, yeah. So Sumo Digital were purchased, or Sumo Group, I should say, were purchased wholesale by Tencent a couple of years ago, was it?
Yeah, 2022.
And since then, they've had to make various cuts to staff, and more recently said they would only be focusing on...
They would no longer pursue work on original IP.
Yeah, it would be licensed stuff. They've worked on all sorts of things from Sackboy: A Big Adventure to Sonic racing stuff as well. But what is it that Secret Mode have published over the years?
Secret Mode have done Still Wakes the Deep, which is a really good horror game from last year, Little to the Left, which is the kind of sorting game. They've also done Dear Esther, Wobble Dogs, Eternal Threads, Critter Cafe, and Parcel Court, a game which we are actually in. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
But they've been... Investment firm Emona Capital have partnered with the studio to help them to lead the buyout and make sure that they are an independent group, which I think is really exciting.
Yeah.
Their CEO and the co-founder James Shaw and VP Publishing Ed Blinko have said some stuff regarding... Sorry, my nose is running now because I sneezed. Sorry. You go, Ben.
Said the following. By becoming independent, we can now put all our efforts into uncovering the indie gems that gamers never knew they needed in their lives, said Shaw. We are committed to bringing our players the very best indie titles, not just of the future, but also by helping them discover existing indie masterpieces that have undeservedly flown under the radar in years gone by. We are working hard to empower independent developers across the globe and hope to make some exciting announcements on this front in the coming months. So this is the best possible situation here, considering the cuts that Sumo Group have made previously. They could have just closed them down. They could have sold them, and they could have sold them to someone else who perhaps wouldn't have treated them particularly well. But the fact that they've not closed them down, have sold them, and they've managed to go independent is great. Really good. We like to see that.
So I'm excited to see what Secret Mode come out with next, what they choose to publish and put forward, because they have a really, really good track record of making and finding really good indie games. So I would like to see what they're up to in the coming few years. Maybe we'll see them rise up to the ranks of like an Annapurna or a Focus Entertainment. We'll just have to wait and see. In the meantime, let us know what you think. Would you like to see, what kind of games would you like to see that Secret Mode involved in? Have you seen one of the adverts? Aren't they stinkers?
You looking forward to Call of Duty Sniper?
Yeah. KATAMARI Damacy Mobile? Just kidding, we don't know what it's going to be yet. But let us know in the comments below. Make sure you're following our social media for all the latest news. And follow us for the podcast on Saturday. We might be discussing some of these in greater detail, perhaps. Yes. All right, thanks for so much.
We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, if there's more news to talk about.
Yeah.
All right, bye everyone.
Bye.